had been meaning to go to Kharkiv for over a month, but my contacts there kept saying to wait. The war was too intense and they wouldn't be able to meet. Finally, I got an early train on Saturday, 7th of May. The Russian forces had been pushed back just enough for their artillery to be out of range, and that was a game changer for the city. I had arranged to stay at a local bar called Switch, which had been turned into a shelter and volunteer center. It represented one of the most hopeful phenomena on the ground of Ukraine: spontaneous self-organized solidarity. But I also had contacts from another, bigger-scale volunteer organization, as well as with some people from the drone division. As soon as I arrived in Kharkiv, the vigorous mobilization of various volunteer organizations was evident.
Приветствую, меня зовут Денис, я представитель организации Rescue Now и Kharkiv Help. Сегодня мы на ЖД вокзале выгружаем гуманитарную помощь для наших военных, а также гражданских, которые остались в городе. Ситуация стала чуть-чуть проще, но город продолжают обстреливать. Ситуация с едой до сих пор остается немного напряженной, но благодаря нашим западным партнерам, благодаря людям в глубоком тылу Западной Украине, еда приезжает, амуниция, медикаменты, поэтому Харьков держится. Все буде Україна.
So, welcome to our Switch organization of volunteer. And here's our building. And now we will go to shelter. We will be not so loud because there are still some city volunteers who worked at night. Here is our place where we sleep, where we have an rest, and all of this. We have also cats and other animals. And now we will go to the bar. The volunteering action started from this bar, and this bar's owner started all idea of help.
So my name is Bogdan Yurov. I'm working as solution architect in a company called SoftServe. When the war has started, we have collectively decided to just go to this place and transform it into a shelter. So the idea is quite straightforward. Instead of running away or just hiding inside the apartments, we have decided to go here, grab all the friends, all the relatives, and prepare some shelter for everyone to be able to stay here while we try to understand what's going on. Starting possibly early March, everyone here was kind of volunteering. Instead of just trying to find a shelter, everyone was willing to simply stay here until Kharkiv is defended.
So first time volunteering was everywhere here, and now we just work as a bar for volunteers for other centers that came here, take a cup of tea or coffee and just take a rest here. And next we will go to our billiard room. Now it's like open space for our call center and other workers. So as you can see, here are girls that works with calls. They receive calls. Oh, help me please, I need a food. Next we can go to kitchen, our heroic, brave kitchen and brave cookers that cook food not only for us but for the territorial defense and for militaries and for other shelters. And now we will go to a volunteering center. There is our volunteering center. You see volunteers that pack in packages these packages will next be given to our drivers, and drivers will send them to people who really need help for now. And this is one of our drivers. He having a rest while our girls packing packages for him. our leader of all this volunteering center of packaging, Irina.
Hi, nice to meet you.
I'm Alex.
I'm Irene.
Can you tell me a little bit about your work?
Yeah, we're helping people, you know. We created the system which helps us to help Kharkiv citizens. So we have an interactive map where we see all active orders. These orders are already packed, and these orders are being delivered right now, dark blue one. We have automatic system we have a call center where people leave requests. Each request appears here as a full data.
Is it dangerous sometimes?
To deliver to some areas, yeah, it happens. Well, like yesterday, the guys tried to deliver a package here, near Saltovka, and it's very edge of the city, and they get there and they saw that the building is on fire.
It was quite obvious for us that we need to help anyone who requests help. So firstly it was neighbors coming here just asking for a place to stay. Then while we were going around the city, we've noticed that in subway there's lots of people just hiding without any food.
In the early days of the war, when shelling was at its worst, many Kharkiv citizens flocked to subway stations for safety. In the beginning, the situation was dire, but all this widespread mobilization for aid and solidarity, including citizens' initiatives such as the Switch Bar, had managed to make the life of the people still living there somewhat easier.
The situation is for me very good here. There are many people certainly, but we have what eating. The meal is very nice, very good. Meat and fruits and soups and cakes, all what we need.
Back at the bar, an interesting situation was unfolding. The Switch people had organized a party after the workday and were expecting visitors from other volunteer organizations. And let me tell you, these folks party as hard as they work. After managing to overcome my hangover, I met up the next morning with the people from the drone unit. I took a ride with them around the city. Their commander wanted to show me residential areas that had been bombarded.
Обычный жилой квартал. Это не occupation, это уничтожение всего. Это не военный объект. Здесь не было наших украинских солдат.
Do we know what hit here? It was mortar probably, yes?
Mortar. Big mortar. Ракета прилетела с той стороны. Даже не зная, откуда она прилетела, я могу это сказать по вею. На уикенд здесь все машины. Было заставлено машинами покупателей. Fucking Putin.
Получается, что на третьем этаже у нас был наш личный кабинет. Ниже у нас была столовка. Ниже была переодевалка.
Мы очень любим всех учителей и ждем, когда школа это возобновится и будем мы снова здесь учиться. Я очень жалею, что моей школы нету. Когда я узнала об этом, мне очень стало грустно, и я сразу же захотела в школу.
24 февраля 2022 года. Мы все проснулись в 5 часов утра. Что происходило в городе? Да, была паника. Был шок. Получив отпор первый, россияне немножко отошли, стали в близлежащих населенных пунктах на окраинах Харькова и начали пытаться взять Харьков в кольцо. Продвижение, все это сопровождалось массированными ударами ракетных систем и артиллерии по окраинам города. Это происходило и днем, и ночью, в любое время. Они пытались запугать население и вынудить нас сдаться. Но они делали только нас злее и сильнее. Наши же силы, наоборот, мешали им окружить город, строили эшелонированную оборону. После этого, вернее, вот промежуток делаем, и война превратилась в войну артиллерии. И на первый план вышло технологическое преимущество. У них много танков, у них много пехот, и их авиация владеет небом. Учитывая, что небо занято их авиацией, мы ответили дронами. В тактическом звене, на тактических дистанциях мы проводим разведку, выявляем их цели, артиллерию, танки, позиции, даем координаты артиллеристам, и они это уничтожают. В итоге, через несколько недель такой работы, активной и постоянной, россияне начали отступать.
After the 9th of May and the threat it represented as a potential date for bombardment, I arranged to meet with this bigger volunteer organization called DIA. It was based in a repurposed hotel and had more than 100 volunteers working in it. I was gonna catch a ride with them as they would make their deliveries.
My name is Alex, and I'm the head of this organization, and today I want to show you how we work. This is our part of our team. Now we are unloading the car from Red Cross, and let's go. I will show you how we work. Here we have a lot of rooms with different foods. This is the chill zone with tea, coffee. So this is our vegetable. It's our vegetable room, and here we are making packages, and this is hygienic room. Shampoos, pastas, and toothpaste, so on. These are like napkins, toilet paper, our pharmacy. It's our pharmacy, and three workers is trying to sort all the humanitarian here. This is our call center. Here we receive the calls, messages, and we are making long Excel files. These are our packages. Here we have the room for children food. So here is the Red Cross room for Red Cross humanitarian. This is our pet room. A lot of food, different for big dogs, for small dogs, even pharmacy and drugs for dogs.
Kharkiv is becoming a bit more safe. The Russian artillery is out of range now.
Yes.
Are people returning to Kharkiv?
All the people were waiting for the 9th of May because we were expected a lot of bombing. That's why I guess just now people will return to Kharkiv. This is our volunteer, one of volunteers' cars, and while he was bringing address delivery in the northern Saltovka, here you see there was a missile attack, and the parts of of missiles. They damaged the car, but fortunately with the driver everything is okay. He was trying to save himself on the only with damages wheels, you know.
Where are we going now? Which neighborhood are we going to?
Now we go to the one of the dangerous place in Kharkiv, in Saltivka.
Гуманитарную помощь выйдите, вам дадим.
Повезло. Супер. Спасибо, ребят.
Гуманитарная помощь.
Слава Украине, ребят.
Героям слава.
And it was first days of war when these buildings suffered from Russian occupants.
Now we go to the house my grandmother because just I seen it will be boom in your house, so I won't see damage. On the second floor lived my grandma, so his house is broken. Now I called my mom to say what happened. Без пожара это самое. In this house lived my brother, and about 2 or 3 weeks ago it's happened. You can see first, second, third, 4 and 5 floor are disappear.
Если они будут в наличии, их положу я вам.
Вот
Спасибо.
Спасибо большое.
Все, храни вас Бог.
Спасибо большое.
Спасибо.
Хорошего дня. Да.
Большое вам спасибо. Дай вам
Хорошего дня.
здоровья. Вы выручаете.
Спасибо большое.
Спасибо вам огромное, преогромное.
Спасибо, пожалуйста.
большое.
Спасибо большое. Дай Бог вам здоровья,
мирного неба над головой.
Здоровья вам всем. Спасибо, милый.
Все хорошо будет.
Здоровья вам, милый.
И вашим семьям.
Семьям, чтобы детки
Не
все были
нервничайте,
здоровы.
скоро все будет уже хорошо, будете
Да.
по базарам ходить,
А мы
гулять,
верим в это,
и
так
все,
и
да, и все будет, так что да.
Спасибо, милый. Спасибо.